Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kudash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles, great millstone, the elders, great millstone, and of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from GMS Plain Tables Camp, coming back with a linear lesson through spirit. And this lesson will be based off of, or really is going to be entitled, Our Vote Is Yahawashi. Who we're voting for is Yahawashi. Our vote, who we're voting for is Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. We're voting for Yahawashi, which Jesus is not his name. Jesus is the name of an idol, which goes back onto Serapis Christus, which, that's a white-washed image, and our Lord looks nothing like that. Yahushai looks nothing like that image that, they have up today. As we know, what Revelation chapter 1 and 13 through 15, Daniel chapter 10 and 6, Daniel chapter 7 and 9, they all give you the appearances, or they give you descriptions of how the appearance, or on the appearance of the Lord. But the reason why, of course, getting into this lesson, because, of course, you just had the election pass. Trump won, Kamala lost, and you have a lot of, especially Eve, man. Eve's furious right now that Kamala lost and Trump won, getting on Jake, getting on so-called black men for voting, the ones who voted for Trump. Apparently now it's our fault that Kamala lost and he won, which, of course, their brothers within the truth, of course, we're not going to vote because the vote doesn't even matter. And anyways, we're not supposed to be voting for heathen to rule over us, for wicked people to rule over us. So whoever wins, it has no matters with us, concerning the future president. It doesn't matter to us. Why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, ultimately we're waiting for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai to destroy this kingdom. And ultimately, we already know that Trump makes things happen. So if Trump is the one who speeds up everything and, again, brings the end sooner, the end of Babylon the Great, which is America, sooner, then, the Lord's will be done. And, that's what we're waiting for. And ultimately, we know that Trump will make things speed up, man, because we already know, we believe that he's narrow in coming back in reincarnation. So, so this Deuteronomy chapter 17 and 15, it says, let's go to verse 14. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 17 and 14, when thou art come unto the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it, and it says, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. Yeah, so this is a command unto the Israelites concerning if they're going to set a ruler over them, a king over them. It says, verse 15, thou shalt in any wise set him a king over thee, whom the Lord Yahweh thy power shall choose. So the Lord Yahweh thy power shall choose the Lord Yahweh, not a vote for, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is the one who needs to choose the king. It says, one from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee, that thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. To read that again, it says, one from among thy brethren thou shalt set king over thee. Thou mayst not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So, you're having a lot of Jake. What they're again, which, they're two, if you, again, these guys are serving the same master, Kamala and Trump. They're, at the end of the day, they're serving the elites. They're following the elites' order. So, they're just, I was watching, their brother. And he was saying that these guys are pretty much the same uh, or I forgot how I already put it, but pretty much what they're the same. They're literally the same, but just different perspectives. Pretty much, they're both after the same or following the same orders from the elite. Yeah, so it says, thou mayst not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Meaning, we're not supposed to set heathen over us. Edomites, so-called white people. Elam, Ishmael, Elam, so-called Indian. Ishmael, so-called Arabian. Moab, so-called Chinese. Ammon, so-called Japanese. We're not supposed to set any of these other nations over us. And what, again, you're having Jake. He was watching, or he was pretty much making a live stream saying how the only people who can run America are white people. Which, you already know that got sold out and he's a coon. But hey, you see the majority of our people, the spirit that they're in. They think that these two people are out of the whole entire 300 million plus population of America. Apparently these two people are only fit to rule. And hey, again, that's who they present to you. You're telling me out of 300 plus million people in America, only two people, these specific two people have, pretty much, they're able to run a country. They're the only two, apparently the best two candidates who can run the country. No, again, because they're set up. They're selected by the elite to be candidates, and one of them is already, there's no such thing as an election. They're already selected from, again, they're already selected, man. So what the point is that we're not supposed to be setting strangers over us. So we already know that this is not our kingdom. Just like in Babylon, you had Nebuchadnezzar, or you had Nebuchadnezzar. And what, of course, you think Jacob, or again, and, for the Israelites who were dwelling in that captivity, they had to go through the same thing that we're going through, Egypt. Pharaoh, of course, the Egyptians were ruling. But the point is that what we're supposed to be waiting for is Yahawashi to be ruling. For Yahawashi to destroy this wicked kingdom, which is Babylon and Great, America, and to also take down these other nations. That right there is what we're waiting for. We're not waiting for Trump, or Kamala or whoever to win, because of course Kamala lost. But again, it doesn't matter to us who wins. The only hope we have is that whoever wins, we hope that the downfall of Babylon is even quicker. And from what it looks like, Trump is that guy who's going to make Babylon fall even faster. Because hey, he's going to speed things up. So it says Luke chapter 19 and 27. So this is red letter that right here, this Yahawashi speaking, says, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. See? So whoever doesn't want Yahawashi, who the world English calls Jesus, to rule over them. Again, when people think about Jesus, they think about a soft, effeminate, a white guy with, red plush cheeks. And again, a soft, effeminate, long hair demon, pretty much. That's what they think about. A soft guy, never, raise your voice at you. He'll speak really low and soft. And no, that's the complete opposite of Yahawashi. Scripture say Yahawashi is an austere man. Yahawashi was an austere, rough man when he was on the earth. Very, very straightforward. And very stern and austere. That's who Yahawashi was. Again, that's the spirit of a king. It says, but those mine enemies, which would that it says which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. Yeah, so we're of course as brothers of Great Millstone, us Israelites, or us prophets of Great Millstone and like-minded brothers. Well, we're telling you about Yahawashi, which is going to be the real, the most righteous king that you can ever get, man. And we're prophesying to our people about Yahawashi, but hey, our people are rejecting it. Yeah, they might, you might have a few people who hear, or they might hear a little here and there, drop past camp. They might know about, the Lord's a so-called black man, but hey, most of our people, they're not really actually looking for Yahawashi to rule. They're highly focused on who wins the election. Because, hey, at the end of the day, their hope is that Babylon continues. They want this place to continue. They want this place to last. Our hope is that this place falls, which it will fall down very, very soon. And it's falling down as we speak. Literally as we speak, this place is falling down by the minute, by the second. But our hope is for this place to fall down and for Yahawashi to make his return and to rule over everything. Because once Yahawashi comes back, he's going to set up his righteous rulership and rule over all other nations. And once that comes, again, the elect of the nation of Israel, we're going to be beamed up. And I say we because, again, we're a part of the hopeful elect. We have faith, and we hope that we're a part of the elect. That's why, of course, we're doing the Lord's will, doing what he said to do. But the Lord's going to beam up his elect. We're going to be changed into those new perfect bodies. And that right there, the second coming is going to kick in. We're going to have the hearts of flesh, not the hearts of stone, meaning that, and we're going to have the law, statute, commandments hardwired within us so that we never sin again. That's what's coming. And we're going to be perfect, meaning, and right there, we're going to have spiritual power. We're going to be kings. We're going to have many wives. We're going to have many concubines of these other nations. And we're going to be in complete harmony with Yahawashi, and with the brothers, 100% perfect. That's how we're going to be. And also we're going to have slaves. We're going to have captives. And even though with the spiritual power that we're going to receive, we're going to have the ability, of course, to build up our own palace, to create our own palace with just the thought of our mind. Guess what? We're not going to do it. We're going to make our captives do it. The ones who put us in captivity, guess what? They're going to be put in captivity. Revelation chapter 13 and 10. And that starts with Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's going to be put into captivity. All Edomites will be put into captivity, as well as these other nations, which aided into our slavery. And they of course, you had the transatlantic slave trade. You had Israelites being sold amongst all nations, not just to America. You had slaves being brought onto all nations. So all these other nations are going to pay, who afflicted the so-called Negroes and Americans, Latinos. And now you have you have Israelite foreigners who have been, again, who have been scattered amongst these other nations. And further down generations, of course, you're going to have, of them dwelling in those lands. Obviously, they're going to take the appearance of the heathen. But hey, guess what? Yahawashi can deliver the Israelite foreigners out of those lands. And deliver us, for the brothers who are here in America. The Lord's going to deliver us. So it says, Isaiah chapter 11 and 1, it says, and there, so yeah. And a quick point I want to make too. So again, we just read Luke chapter 19:27. So anybody who doesn't want Yahawashi to rule over them, they want Trump. And even though, let's say, a lot of Jakes, just, they say it to your face that, they want the Messiah to rule over them. But their actions, their true, what they truly want they don't actually truly want that. Because if they actually truly wanted that, then they will be serving Yahawashi and do his will. Because, hey, you're not going to take part of Yahawashi's reign unless you do his will. Of course, the 2/3, they're going to come back in the kingdom of heaven under the seed of the elect. But they're going to have to be destroyed on this side and go through a painful, horrible death on this side. And, hey, and, it's not going to be no quick death, man. It's literally going to be torments. That's what's coming. So, yeah, it says, but those my enemies which would not that I shall reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. Yeah, exactly. So the Jakes, anybody who doesn't want Yahawashi to rule over them, guess what? They're gonna be slayed. Every single one of them. All Jakes who don't want Yahawashi to rule over them, they're gonna be slayed. The heathen, obviously they're serving their own gods. So either they're gonna die, or you're gonna have a lot of heathen who die. For the rest who don't die, they're gonna be put into captivity under the Israelites. So I'm with the elect Israelites. So it says, Isaiah chapter 11:1, it says, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord Yahweh, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord Yahweh. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove it with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. See? So you're having all these different attributes that the Heavenly Father is going to give upon this, again, upon his son, in which, again, all this is already in Yahawashi, this spirit of wisdom, understanding, counsel, might, knowledge, and the fear of the Lord, and 100% righteousness, and all that is in Yahawashi. So you're telling me this, again, so this is going to be the power who's ruling over us. It's not gonna be no damn Trump who's he's pushing 80 now. He's just a complete actor. Kamala just I mean, hey, she lost, and obviously she lost for a reason. But hey, these guys are not fit to rule. The only one who's fit to rule upon the planet Earth is Yahawashi, the Messiah, the one who's 100% perfect and 100% righteous. Literally, hardwired and predestined to be a king. It says, Revelation chapter 19:1, and after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, it says, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power. It says, verse 2, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged a great whore being Babylon Great, which is America, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication meaning her philosophies, and what her different laws, and just its ways. America's ways has polluted the whole entire earth. It says, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. Yeah, because you're going to have, of course, many martyrs, prophets of Yahawashi, who are martyrs and put to death. So Yahawashi is going to avenge those prophets who are martyrs. And what Yahawashi is going to avenge them. Skip it down. It says, or we can keep our reading. It says, verse 3, and again they said, Hallelujah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. Yeah, because this place is going to be burned by fire. This place is going to be getting pelted by nuclear missiles in the midst of World War III. At the climax of World War III, of course, these other nations will shoot their nuclear missiles upon Babylon the Great, but also the Lord's going to be aiding in the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, by sending his chariots to emit high concentrated fire upon America. So that's how America is going to be burning. It says, and their smoke rose up forever and ever. And of course, it's not going to be for all eternity. America is going to be a fire. Eventually, the scriptures describe how America will become a desert. It's just going to be burning for a very, very long time. But eventually, it's going to dwindle down into a desert. It says, verse 4, and the 4 and 20 elders and the 4 beasts fell down. It says, and worshiped the Most High that sat on the throne, saying, Amen, Alleluia. Verse 5, it says, and a voice came out of the throne, saying, praise our power, all ye his servants, and ye that fear him, both small and great. And it says, and I heard, as were the voice of a great multitude, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thunderings, saying, Alleluia, for the Most High, says, for the Lord Most High, omnipotent reigneth. Yeah, so this is what we're waiting for, man. Skip it down, it says, verse 11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him, it says, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness doth he judge and make war. Of course, a white horse is symbolic unto a chariot, because, of course, a horse represents power and strength. And what the Lord's vehicle that's going to come back in was going to be a great, massive chariot, the so-called UFO. You know, these movie directors don't get these ideas from nowhere, of a so-called UFO. No, they get it from somewhere. Those are the chariots. Those are the heavenly vehicles. You know, you have angels who pilot their own chariots, and you're going to have Yahawashi, who's going to come back in his great chariot, and you can get that account in the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 13. It says, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness doth judge and make war, because Yahawashi is coming back to make war. Verse 12. Yeah, a lot of people think that Yahawashi is coming back to unite all nations. No, Yahawashi is coming back to destroy all other nations other than the nation of Israel, really starting with the elect of the nation of Israel. The Lord's only going to save the elect of the nation of Israel. Because, truly, only the elect, they, make up the nation of Israel. The 2/3 in the wicked of our people, they don't represent the true Israelites. They don't represent the real Israel. That's only the elect. It says, verse 12, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Yeah, it says, and on his head were many crowns, because, again, those many crowns representing him taking down the rulership, literally overtaking these other nations of their rulership, stripping down all the power that they have, and Yahawashi will take it. That's what that's symbolic for. It says, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, it says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. It says, and the armies which were in heaven follow him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Of course, this doesn't mean that we don't have the true name of Yahawashi. Because when you get this in another translation, it says, Yeah, it says, and he wore a robe dipped in blood, and his title was the word of the Most High. Yeah, because ultimately that's what Yahushua represents, the word of the Most High. So of course it doesn't mean that we don't actually have the true name of Yahushua, because how will we call upon him? Obviously, this is symbolic. So it says, verse 15, or verse 14 says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. Yeah, of course, they're going to be in their own chariots, the armies being the angels. It says, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of almighty power. It says, and he on his vesture and on his thigh, and name written King of Kings and Lords. It says King of Kings and Lord of Lords. See? So it says, going back to verse 15, it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the most almighty power. See? So Yahushua is coming back to smite the nations and ruling over them with a rod of iron. And this what we want, man. This is what we're voting for. Which, whether or not you vote for it or not, it's still gonna come to pass. Yahushua is still coming back to rule. This is predestined to happen. And it's literally right around the corner. And guess what? We're hoping for this again, because we want the kingdom of heaven. Us hopeful elect, we want the kingdom of heaven, man. We want those new perfect bodies. We want everlasting life. We want 100% perfection and righteousness upon the planet Earth. We don't want to suffer more of this, this wicked place. The education is polluted. The food, water, and air is polluted. We're in slavery. We have to work these jobs under the system. And we should be getting paid a lot more than what we're getting paid right now. So what? And what? Guess what? It's super hard for you to have your own, just to have your own, to grow your own, to be sovereign. Again, Esau makes it real hard, so that you have to rely upon the system. You can't drive unless you have a license, registration. You have to be tied into the government in order to function within society. See? So, hey, Jake, the majority of our people, this is what they want. They want, more oppression, and they want more slavery. But, of course, the elect, we're seeking for freedom, which that freedom is going to be once Yahushua comes back to take down these other nations, and we're risen up. It says, Revelation chapter 2 and 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. See? So this is what we want. It says, verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as a vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. See? So this is what we want. We want to rule over these nations. Us brothers, especially us brothers, us prophets, we're seeking to be a part of that 144,000, because that 144,000 is going to be the governing body of the kingdom of heaven. They're not going to be the regular, Israelite. No, they're going to be, again, that's going to be the 144,000. They're going to be above the rest of the Israelites. That's what we desire to be a part of. So it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Rod of iron going into complete, ruling over the nations with complete dominance. When you get that word for rod within the Greek, it's the Greek word rhabdos, which means, it says, with the rod of iron indicates the severest, most rigorous rule, and that's what we're going to give upon these other nations. Everything that they gave onto us, all the affliction and troubles and all the damage that they caused onto us, they're going to get it back tenfold. They're going to get it back. Again, what we're going to give them is going to be nothing compared to what they gave onto us. And what we're going to give to them is going to be 100% justified. So, hey, it says, verse 28, and I will give him the morning star. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Yeah, guess what? We have those ears to hear. Of course, for us brothers and sisters out there, we have the ears to hear. So, no, we're not going to be voting. Because, you might have Jake who asks, or just anybody, man, who, did you vote? And the answer is, hell no, we didn't vote. Why are we going to vote for a heathen? Again, too wicked at, just two demons, literally, two wicked heathen, Elamite, whatever, demons are, ruling over us. Apparently, these are the best people. No. Babylon the Great is corrupt and it needs to be destroyed. No ruler can stop it from being destroyed. Nobody can heal Babylon. So, but again, we're waiting for Yahawashi to come back. And again, we're never going to win here in America. Esau's always going to be ruling. He's only going to give an illusion that we're going to, that we have some type of power in America, which we don't. It's only just an illusion. We're still slaves and we're still servants for us Israelites. Even if you're a billionaire and you have billions of dollars, doesn't matter if you're LeBron James, Jay-Z, anybody, does not matter. Them guys are losing too. Why? Because again, this is not our kingdom. This is not our rest. So what? We're waiting for the nation of Israel. We're waiting for Yahawashi to come back to take down these other nations and to deliver us back onto the promised land, the real nation of Israel. And not only are we going to have the nation of Israel, we're going to have all the earth. All these lands will be ours. So this is what we're waiting for. So that's the point. Our vote is in Yahawashi, not the people of this world. So Lord's will, you will bless the edified, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakurash Bakatham, Shalom.